starts now.
In the spirit of Valentine's Day, and at the prompting of a few listeners of this podcast, I took to the task of creating a list of Rush love songs. The first question was, is Rush a band that comes to mind for its love songs? In fact, do they have any songs that deal with love? Well, here's where some creative license is needed. Rush doesn't really have typical love songs as in ballads or wedding signatures. Rush's catalog of work is often about passion. But occasionally the topic of love makes its presence felt, and aren't passion and love qualities on the same page? If that's the case, then we certainly can identify at least a few Rush works that really could be Valentine's sound scores, at least for Rush fans. Interestingly, these selections span the band's entire catalog. So let's start with the obvious, Closer to the Heart. Well, that's way too easy. After all, isn't anything that is closer to the heart fundamentally about something we love? Incidentally, I recently heard a Government of Ontario tourism ad that features a rearranged version of Closer to the Heart. Something that kind of sounds like Suzanne Vega singing a Rush song. Fascinating and awful. No offense to Suzanne Vega, but sometimes the promoters of content have to be very careful with their use of music as a promotional tool. Next up, Red Barchetta. A Guy in His Car. Come on, it's a love song. Enough said. Losing It from Permanent Waves deserves consideration. Our passions, our loves in life are often best appreciated when they're diminished or gone. So a sad love song, but a love song nonetheless. The Everly Brothers wrote a handful of love songs that featured love and heartache as their defining feature. Not to compare Rush with the Everly Brothers. Wow, what a double bill for a concert that would have made. But I digress. From Test for Echo, there's Net Boy and Net Girl in Virtuality. It's a love song about narrowing the distances of time and space. From the first album, Need Some Love. Well, that's also kind of obvious given the placement of the word in the song's title. Well, I need it quick, and I need it now. On second thought, maybe this is more about lust than love. Oh well, it made the cut. Cygnus X1 Book 2 from Hemispheres closes its monumental opus with Movement 6, A Sphere, A Kind of Dream. Getty sings, let the truth of love be lighted, let the love of truth shine clear. Is it a love song? Sure, and it could be the feature song at a wedding maybe. Short and sweet, acoustic, you be the judge. But I think the winner on the Rush love song list goes to The Garden from Clockwork Angels. This is one of the prettiest Rush songs ever produced, and I think one that, in pure Rush style, spoke meaningfully of what is needed to nurture love and relationships. So there you have it, in the spirit of Valentine's weekend, your Rush love song list. Gotta tell you though, I never saw that one coming when I was in high school. Visit stephenchristiansen.ca for more episodes. This podcast is available on all streaming platforms including Anchor, Spotify, TuneIn, Amazon, and Google. I'm Stephen Christiansen. Thanks for listening.
A production of Stephen Christensen. Podcast complete.